On Christmas, he has already been ruled out for tonight's game in Sacramento. That will end LeBron's streak of 116 straight regular season games. And yesterday he tweeted, "Dodged a bullet. Sheesh. Praise to the almighty above." Back in no time. So Shannon, how long do you expect LeBron out?
I'm going to say conservative, Skip. I'm going to say 2 weeks.
Really?
Having dealt with this issue, Skip. I think the biggest thing is that you don't want it to be an ongoing or a lingering issue. So you make sure this thing is 100% healed. This is not something that, you play through a little pain and it's going to be okay. No, you don't want this thing nagging. You don't want him to come back and then he's out another 2 games. You don't want him to come back and then he's out another week. So err on the side of caution. Hopefully they can go 500, above 500, and keep this thing afloat while he's absent. I feel a lot better having Rondo running the point guard because he sees things almost as LeBron does, and he's a nice.
There was late breaking news this morning. I think that Rondo's out now.
What?
Did you hear this?
No.
I just heard it right before we came on the air. But he's got a sprained right ring finger.
I hadn't seen that.
Man, this some bullshit.
I know. I don't know. That's So Rondo broke his right hand, and then he comes back and
plays unbelievable.
Yeah, he played unbelievable. He won the game.
Yes.
I think he was the biggest reason they closed the deal.
He definitely should have got the game ball.
Okay, and then something I didn't know because I never saw him exit during the game.
I didn't either.
Did he keep playing with it? But he sprained the right ring finger and he's out. So it looks like they could start a lineup tonight and this is I don't know if it's a first, but it's really rare, of all draft picks, because most teams just don't have lineups of draft picks, because because obviously that's Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, and Kuz, and Josh Hart, and then your big man,
Big
Zubats.
Big Zubats.
Always had a smile.
And JaVale did make the flight this morning, but I don't know if he's going to play or not, because it sounded like he got seriously ill for a while.
Yeah, he was in the hospital.
Yeah.
Skip, the thing is, if you look at Steph Curry had a very similar injury. He had a groin injury. We don't know how similar it was or not, but it was a groin injury. He missed 3 weeks. But LeBron, now his history, he doesn't get injured very much. I mean, the only thing I can think he's missed with that back when he first went back to Cleveland. So he hadn't had missed with a sprained ankle, or he hadn't missed with anything with a knee, knock on wood.
Yeah.
But LeBron is a different type athlete than Steph Curry. LeBron plays downhill. LeBron plays through contact. So that's a different animal than what Steph Curry was dealing with. Now, Steph is constant motion. So he needed to let that thing heal completely. But I also believe LeBron. And the thing is with LeBron is that I don't want him to do the slightest bump in the road. They lose a game, lose 2 games. He gets antsy and wants to come back to stop the bleeding. Because, remember when he went away in Cleveland his first, they went 1-7 in 8 games.
They did.
And they were 4-23 over the 4 years in which he was there, in which he didn't play. So what happens with an athlete is, I can stop this, I can fix this, and you come back a little bit sooner than what you should. I hope for LeBron's sake, he errs on the side of caution. And the Lakers, I hope they steadfast and say, nah, Bron, we're going to stick to this. Because they had 20 games. Skip, last year they didn't win 20 games till February. 20 games in February.
Crazy.
And then a couple of years ago, they didn't win 20 games at all. And then a couple of years later, they won 20 games in March. So they're ahead of the curve. And I get it, Skip. I get it. It seems to me the West is wide open this year.
It's wide open.
Golden State struggling. Houston is not what we thought they would be. OKC is doing well, but they're kind of up and down. The Nuggets.
Well, Russell just can't shoot, man.
Right. The Nuggets look good for 2 or 3 games, and then they get blown up by Memphis or a team.
Well, last night they lost to my guys, to San Antonio.
Right.
And it was close, but they lost.
So, for me, I believe it'll be at least 2 weeks. At the bare minimum, 2 weeks. Let this thing get 110% healed. Not 100, because, Skip, you don't want him to come back and risk this thing.
So, I still can't get it in my head what happened to LeBron the other night. This is more LeBron like drama kingness here, because he says after the game, I heard something pop. Well, that's just no good. If you hear something pop, that means you tore something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, with scar tissue that was built up, and he tore some scar tissue.
it's possible knowing Iron Man LeBron.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Because it's hard for you to believe, Skip, over 16 years, he hadn't had some injuries that he's played through that calcified or...
Okay, you're probably right. But the point is that I was shocked by the sort of mid-afternoon tweet. Oh, he dodged a bullet? He did? He dodged a bullet and hashtag back in no time.
Right.
Well, then I thought at that moment, does that mean he's going to play at Sacramento? Because I thought it did. I thought that he's onward and upward. And then here comes another report, I believe it's the LA Times at it first. No, he's not going to play Sacramento.
Day to day.
Okay, day to day.
Aren't we all?
Well, I know, but except for LeBron in the NBA, he's not day to day. He's played. I just looked this up. He's played a grand total, if you count the playoffs too, of 55,527 minutes. It's just staggering to me how many minutes that is without, I'm knocking on wood for him, without any significant injury, right? Not one. No shoulder, no knee, no Achilles, no nothing.
Ankle.
No,
now,
no ankle. That's right, ankle. That's a good one.
Rolls an ankle.
Yeah, they break ankles. They something goes wrong. It is a contact sport, whether you believe it or not. It's high speed and some contact, and obviously nobody's wearing any pads, right?
No.
And for LeBron James, it's really a contact sport because he's got Shaq syndrome going on, where every time he drives, I think they could call a foul every time, and about 75% of the time they do not call the fouls, and he gets hacked and hammered.
Well, if they call fouls for him, like they call James Harden, he'd probably be shooting 25 free throws tonight.
And that would be a horror story.
He'd probably be 90%. Because he get more practice. Yeah, they get more practice.
Maybe the refs just give him a break. Like, we don't want to send him to the free throw line.
Stop!
Like, that's more punishment than...
You know what's good?
That's funny, isn't it? Yeah,
Jenny.
I like that. Jenny's laughing at that one. That was funny.
Believe you, Jenny.
That was funny. So, I'm going to go with... His history would tell me he's going to miss one game tonight. And I agree with your premise. Don't mess with it. Don't let it be. Let it lay. Let it heal or whatever was wrong. I don't know what was wrong with it. I don't know. Was it crampy sort of, you know, like can your groin cramp? I've never heard of that one.
Well, here's the thing, Skip. I hurt my groin one year playing football, but I didn't play. I can be honest.
Okay.
I hurt my groin on the diving board. After practice, we go in there and swim. And so, go
in where?
At University of Northern Colorado.
At camp?
Yeah, they had a springboard. You know your boy with Lou Gaynors, black Lou Gaynors. I'm up there hit a 1.5. I'm up there part. And
you were doing like off the...
Yeah, 10 meters.
Diving board?
Wait, is that the high dive?
Yeah. Not the platform, the springboard, the 10 meter.
Okay. Video of this.
Oh!
Yeah?
I hit that thing.
Oh.
Jackknife. I hit a 1.5. And then the last time, Skip, I was trying not to do because a dude hit a 2. And I was going to try to do it, but I got...
Is this story for real?
I don't know.
It is. I heard it.
It sounds good.
But I told him, but that's not...
I'm not sure how you pull your groin in a dive.
No, but Skip, I mean,
Are you like trying to do the split?
No, Skip, I was up there, Skip. I was almost touching the ceiling up that thing.
Really?
Skip, can you imagine?
And what did you tell the coaching staff?
I heard it running a route.
Running a route?
Yep.
Okay, and you missed what?
I missed like 3 or 4 days of practice.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay, and then it was totally okay after that.
Okay.
Okay, well, 3 or 4 days.
But I didn't hear a pop, though. I didn't hear a pop.
I still don't get the pop, but then hashtag dodged a bullet.
Yep.
Thank you, God, he says. I don't know.
Almighty.
Yeah.
Praying hands. You see them praying hands, Skip?
I didn't know LeBron prayed, but
what you mean you didn't know the man prayed?
I don't know. He never talks about it, so that came out of nowhere.
That's what I like. That's what I like.
Okay.
It's the one that be talking about it all the time that I worry about.
That is true. I'll give you that one. Okay, so now back to your point about the West. This is the weirdest West ever.
It is.
There's never been anything like it because we now have 14 teams within 8 games of the top. You know, like it's like the Lakers are only, what are they now, like
2.5
out, and then there's
2.5 out of 10.
I think they're only 2 out of being out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So while it's great news for LeBron because the West is, I'm not going to say it's wide open, but it's more open than it's been because Golden State just looks like a troubled basketball team. And look, on paper, is Golden State easily the best team? Sure. Is DeMarcus going to be the X factor that puts them back into dominance, into, like prohibitive favorite?
Right.
Maybe, but I don't know if he's going to fit with them. That's a huge if right there, right?
That's a huge factor.
And to me, and we'll talk about this in a little bit, but the Draymond thing is just going to hang over them the whole year. We're about to talk about Kevin Durant,
Yep.
but the point is that I look at the teams that aren't even in the playoffs right now. Like the Kings aren't in the playoffs, and they've had a very good year so far.
Yeah.
And they're talented. They have some young talent on. They have some mid-range talent. But
Buddy Hield and De'Aaron Fox are looking good. Colin Stein is starting to play like a lottery pick.
So we just saw Memphis the other night win at the Lakers, and they're out of the playoffs. And Utah, every other night, I see them look like, wow, that looks like last year's Utah. And then they stink it up the next night. So, sometimes because Donovan Mitchell's been way up and way down this year. And then the Mavericks. Doncic is turning into a star.
Yeah.
Well, so they're out of the playoffs. Is he just going to keep getting better and better? Are they going to take off around Doncic? They could. I don't know. And then the Timberwolves. I can't. I don't know what to make of them. I don't know. But
because some nights, Carl Anthony Towns, Skip, he gets you 25 and 20.
Okay.
And then the next night he gets you 5 and 12.
We're going to talk about Derrick Rose later, but he's had a phenomenal year.
He might make the All-Star. Well, he can't make the All-Star because of the position he played. But he's been unbelievable.
Well, he can't make the All-Star team because their record isn't good enough at this point. But again, do they have firepower?
Yes.
Could they take off at some point?
Absolutely.
And that brings me to the all the way down to the 12th place team, the New Orleans Pelicans, featuring the #1 player in PER in the league.
And they lost again last night.
They lost again last night, but he
had a monster night.
Okay, but again, when Mirotic gets healthy, could they take off and make a run at the 8th spot? You better believe they could. Right?
Yeah.
Did they not win a playoff series last year?
These young guns need to hold steady, hold the ship steady until LeBron comes back.
Yeah.
Now, that's going to become a little bit more difficult with Rondo being out. But, Skip, if you notice, he always, like I said, I mean, LeBron just doesn't wear his religion on his sleeve, but he always thanks to God Almighty for giving him the ability that he's able to play on.
I never catch that, but whatever. I'm not saying he doesn't.
Well, see, that's what I like. I like a guy that holds the religion because I've seen guys, Jenny, have the Bible in one hand and 3 girls' hand in the other. So I don't want that, Skip. I want that LeBron keep that thing. Hey, I serve what I serve. I think don't skip me. I don't do a whole lot of religion, but every time I eat, I say grace.
His recent public language hasn't been exactly biblical language, but I'm just throwing that out. I don't know.
At least he said sheesh.
Yeah,
sheesh.
Oh, that's true. That's a good Bible word. Sheesh.
Well,
Keeping it.
I remember I said the A word one time, and my grandma said, "What you say?" I said, "A is in the Bible." My grandma said, "He ain't mean it like what you talking about."
That's true.
Well, did you put something else on?
Yeah, I just said the A word. My grandma looked at me.
She's not gonna let that go.
Yeah, I was like, "Great, it's in the Bible." She said, "Yeah, but he didn't mean it like what you said it." I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry."
No, I don't know. So LeBron better get back sooner than later, or they're going to find themselves out of the playoffs.
No,
I'm just saying.
Hold on, Jenny. Hold on. Wait a second.
Yeah.
You just tweeted the other night, who needs LeBron?
Well, that was a joke.
No, I want no joke.
That was a joke.
Oh, no. You talking about the Lakers.
Well, obviously, they got, what was the lead? It got up to 31 without LeBron?
But when he left, it was
funny.
17.
How do you know what I tweet?
Don't worry about what
Jenny,
I know.
how does he know?
I know everything.
He's creeping on my tweets.
I gotta pay attention to both of you guys.